Okay, people, as I stated that I was going to show you this. Now, this is the first case we're going to start with. I'm going to show you what's going on, what these people are doing and how they play. Now, this was Moses's divorce case that was filed April 12th of 2018. Okay, this was filed April 12th of 2018. Now, what I want to outline here is that this case was dismissed on June 8th. Okay, right here on June 8th. Okay, Moses filed an appeal on July 6th. All right, and then they entered a final bill on this in September. Now, he appealed on July 6th. All right, so as you see that this started on April 12th and then it ended on June 8th, and he appealed July 6th. All right, now this is the trial court's docket. Okay, now the docket that I'm about to go into is about to be the appeals case docket. All right, now this is the appeal because he filed the appeal on July the 6th. Now this is the appeals docket right here. This is the appeals docket. Now we're gonna go down. All right, so we see that this was filed July 6th. Okay, and when you go up, you see that he has requested oral argument, and the date was set for December 13th. Okay, now we're going into a month. All right, we're going into a month that this case has been we're going into a month since he's been in the oral argument. These people still have not made a decision yet. These people still have not made a decision. They haven't made a decision. All right, they haven't made a decision. They haven't made a decision. It's 2019. They still haven't made a decision. All right, so look at this here. The last action on this case was November 29th, was Stacey Gilbert's waiver of oral argument. These people don't have nothing to say for what they did. They're just doing shit. They're just doing things. They're taking orders. They're just doing things. Okay, this is not even making any sense. So there's no decision on this case. All right, there's no decision on this appeals case. Now we're going to move into another case that Moses have in Franklin County. All of these cases are in Ohio. Now this is another case that's in Franklin County, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. This case is on the accelerated calendar. All right. All of this time went by, and these people, they still haven't made any decision. Okay, they still haven't made any decision on this case. This appeals case is the appeal for Catherine White. This is the one what I talked about in the previous video, where all of those incompetent attorneys came over and put these motions to dismiss in, and they were all rendered moot because they weren't even a part of this action. All right, so still no decision on that. No decision on that. No decision on that. No decision on that. Okay, now here's another case. This is the case where Todd Sidoti, as you know, and all those other people are on here, as you can see. This case, still no decision. No decision. These cases have been on the docket. These appeals have been going on for almost a year. In 90 days, almost a year. Still no decision. Still no decision. This is complete Completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. All right. Now let me show you. I'm going to go on over to the Ohio legislature. Okay. And we're going to take a look at something here. We're gonna have a beautiful look at something here. Okay, this is the state legislature's website for Ohio. Okay, the state legislature. All right. Now we're gonna go into this. We're gonna look at the Bill of Rights. We're gonna look at the Bill of Rights. Okay. We're gonna look at the Bill of Rights. Okay. So we're going to look at Section 5, Trial by Jury, and we're going to see what it says. The right of trial by jury shall be inviolate, except that in civil cases, laws may be passed to authorize the rendering of a verdict by the concurrence of not less than 3/4 of the jury. Inviolate means that no rule should contravene the heart of this section. When a person go into court and they request their constitutional right to trial by jury, that's it. They are supposed to get a trial no matter what. All right? When they invoke all constitutional rights and waive none, that invokes all the constitutional rights that's secured by the state constitution. And that invokes all the constitutional rights that's invoked by the federal constitution, which is the U.S. Constitution. Anything in the state constitution that's contrary to the rights that's secured in the federal constitution, which is the U.S. Constitution, is notwithstanding. Okay? And we already talked about that Article 6, Section 2 of the United States Constitution. All right? That governs this Constitution. Now, all of those judges, as you know, are bound by the state Constitution and the United States Constitution. They have an oath. Okay? An oath of office is a contract. That contract says that I'm going to uphold these rights when they are invoked. When they are invoked. Okay? Now, like I told you all again, implied waivers is a very dangerous thing. And if you don't invoke all your constitutional rights, then those implied waivers can kick in and they could deny you some of these rights. All right. Okay. So look, trial by jury shall be inviolate. Okay. That's just one of them I want to point out. Let's see what else we can find in this Bill of Rights. Let's go into the inalienable rights. Okay, let's go off into the inalienable rights. All men are by nature free and independent and have certain inalienable rights, among which are those of enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and seeking and obtaining happiness and safety. All right. Now you guys are the audience, and I want everybody down in the I want you to go in the comment section and tell me if you think that these rights are being violated or not. Okay? Now we're gonna look into some more. Okay? Because he's not being given a chance to defend life and liberty. Okay? He's being denied life and liberty. Okay? All right. Let's see what else we can find. Let's look at rights of victims. Okay? Rights of victims are as follows. to secure for victims justice and due process throughout the criminal and juvenile justice systems, a victim shall have the following rights, which shall be protected in a manner no less vigorous than the rights afforded to the accused: to be treated with fairness and respect for the victim's safety, dignity, and privacy; upon request, to reasonably and timely notice of all public proceedings involving the criminal offense or delinquent act against the victim, and to be present at all such proceedings; to be heard in any public proceeding involving release, plea, sentencing, disposition, or parole, or in any, listen, or in any public proceeding in which a right of the victim is implicated. Okay? Okay? All right? To reasonable protection from the accused or any person acting on behalf of the accused. Okay? Stacey Gilbert is acting on behalf of the accused. And then and again, they're trying to force her to still be the counsel in this divorce. She shouldn't even be on that divorce. She shouldn't even be representing Moses' wife in this new divorce case, because she's a part of the civil conspiracy that they implemented upon him. All right, she's named in a lawsuit. So how the hell is she still representing Soshan Liu in the divorce if she is named in a lawsuit? These people are not following these laws. These people are thugs. They're unprofessional, they're thugs, and they're taking orders. You see what I mean? So this is what I just wanted to do. I just wanted to outline that this is not something that we're making up. We're not pulling this out of our asses. This is right here. This is with the state legislature. This is the Ohio Constitution. All right? So these people are not following their own rules of law. They're selectively applying what they want to apply to whom, to when, to how, to however they see fit based off of whatever. Okay? These people are in violation. They are continuing to create lawsuits within lawsuits. Now, they don't want to make no decision yet. All right? They don't want to make no decision yet, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you why they don't want to make any decision. They don't want to make any decision yet because they want to see what these people are going to do. This is how you know that they know they're committing crimes. Because if they weren't committing crimes, or if they were doing the right thing, or if they were practicing real law, they would be making decisions. The decisions would have been in. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because they know it's going to be conflicting. So they want to make it look like, oh, they're doing the right thing, and oh, the rulings are just, or oh, they just lost, or they needing an attorney. Bullshit. So look, check this out. This is why. This is the reason why they're not making any decisions. This is the reason why. Okay, you see this? This is the United States Supreme Court's docket. All right? This is their docket. This is the United States Supreme Court docket. You see this here? You see this shit? Look at this. Look at this shit here. Look at this. You see this down here? Distributed for conference for January 11, 2019. These people are sitting back and they're waiting to see what these people are going to do. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with state court. All right. The reason why we're in this United States Supreme Court is because our federal lawsuit against those judges was dismissed after all this time went by. It was dismissed erroneously because they got help. They got favors. All right. So we had to go up to Washington and we had to have a meeting with some very powerful people to discuss this because, you know, red flags was raised. red flags was raised because these people are committing crimes under the guise of judicial functions, and they think that they can use judicial immunity as a blanket to try to get all this and escape this and deny people their First Amendment right for redress of grievances. Okay, so they're waiting on this. Now this meeting takes place tomorrow, and there's still not going to be a decision, you know, for some weeks after that, as I've been informed. So again, I just wanted to point that out. These people are not, they're not working. They're faking it. They're faking it. Okay? They're faking it. And this is not right, because think about all of those people that are out there that do not have the endurance, that does not have the brain capacity to be able to understand all of this stuff. These people are con men and con women. Okay? And if this is happening to Moses, Moses just happened to be a public figure that can put a YouTube channel together and that can garner the attention. But what about the people who don't know how to use a computer? What about the people who are not public figures? What about the people who don't have the money to even go file a federal lawsuit against these people? These people, they will be stopped. They will be stopped. This is disgusting. Ohio ought to be ashamed of themselves. I'm gonna say it again. Ohio ought to be ashamed of themselves. Maureen O'Connor, the Chief Justice of the Chief Justice of the Ohio Supreme Court. Shame on you, bitch. Shame on you. This is despicable beyond measure. This is despicable beyond measure. Now I'm gonna go even further here, you know, because this is disgusting to me. This is very, very disgusting. I'm going to show you something else. We're gonna go a step further, because I'm not done talking shit yet. Okay, we're gonna go in deeper. This is the federal system. This is the federal system, Pacer, that this is the database for all the federal lawsuits. Okay, we're gonna look at something else. All right, we're gonna look at something else here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of insight on how long this shit been going on. These things, this pattern of what these people have been having going on down here. Okay. All right. Okay. Now this is a lawsuit This is a lawsuit against Judge Kim Elena Brown by a gentleman by the name of Chance Catudal. He's a plaintiff. And look, he filed a lawsuit against Kim Elena Brown. She's a defendant. This was back in 2012. This is what they have going on. We can't make this shit up. Look at this. 42 U.S.C. 1983 civil action. Plaintiff being deprived of his federally protected constitutional rights to due process and equal protection under law. Listen at this, and you guys tell me if this sounds familiar. Plaintiff has not been able to see his daughter since October of 2010, which was 2 years at the time. Okay? All right? But I'm not going to go through this whole thing. But this is just to show you what they've been doing to people, what they're doing to men down in Ohio. And Maureen O'Connor is a part of this too. Okay, I'm going to go to the part that gets juicy. All right, because I want to point something out about this Chief Justice of this Ohio Supreme Court. All right. Okay. This is a pattern. These people got a pattern, and this gentleman, he didn't get as far as we got. He didn't get as far as we got, bless his heart. A lot of people tried to start the battle with them, and they just unfortunately didn't have all the tools to finish the battle. But we're going to finish the battle. All right. It's something specific that I want to point out here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Listen to this bullshit right here. Okay. Now, as you know, we put an affidavit of disqualification in for Judge Kim Brown on Moses' divorce case because she was threatening his life, telling him, you know, we can have that trigger pulled on you at any time. Basically, threatening his life. You see what I mean? Having her officers call his telephone at night, calling him bitches. You know, you guys seen that in the video. You know, if you go back to Detective Wallace. Okay. Now listen at this. All right. Plaintiff discussed this claim in depth in his second affidavit of disqualification on Judge Brown. Now we also put in 2 affidavits of disqualification in for Judge Kim Elena Brown. Okay, because they were trying to help her out and they took the evidence off of the first one. He attached the transcript that showed her threatening him on the record while the stenographer was there. Okay, so what Maureen O'Connor did in our case, Maureen O'Connor removed that transcript. You know, her employees or her removed the transcript. Okay. Remove that transcript so that it's not supported by the evidence that shows Judge Kim Brown's threatening remarks. Now listen at this. You tell me if this sounds the same. Plaintiff pointed out that this even happening at all in itself was very clear evidence of Judge Brown's bias. However, Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor disagreed. She first pointed out that plaintiff could have made this allegation in his first affidavit of disqualification. She followed that with stating that plaintiff did not provide enough evidence to support the accusation. Plaintiff wholeheartedly disagrees. Plaintiff provided ample evidence to support his allegations and firmly believes that this court will agree with him after carefully reviewing the evidence that was provided. Ironically, Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor decided sua sponte, under her own authority, that's what that means, to seal the exhibits plaintiff provided to support the second affidavit of disqualification. You dirty little bitch. Plaintiff wonders why she did that. In plaintiff's opinion, she did it to hinder the public's ability to go to the Supreme Court and see what happened for themselves. Plaintiff being forced to suffer libel in the judgment entry decree of divorce is further proof that plaintiff was denied his right to due process and equal protection under law. Said libel has not only damaged plaintiff's faith in the justice system, but it has also the ability to severely damage and destroy plaintiff's relationship with his daughter. These motherfuckers is gonna be stopped. And yes, I'm cursing in this video because it needs to be said. This Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor needs to be impeached. Okay, she needs the same treatment as the Chief Justice. I think it was in West Virginia. She needs the same treatment because this is despicable. This is a pattern. This is a pattern. This is a pattern. And there's many other cases that I found. Many other cases. These people have been comfortable doing this to people because they haven't met their match. These people are very bureaucratic. Okay? They don't see people as people. They're just doing business. They're just taking orders. So we have to call into question the lawsuits that they are allowing to go forward. Okay, we have to call those into question. Why? Okay, so you know, I'm not gonna divulge any further in this, but I just wanted to show you the pattern, the pattern that these people are doing this on a regular basis. These people are doing this on a regular basis. These people are comfortable. They're not following the Ohio Constitution, as I just showed you on the state legislature's website. They're not following this. And again, this is an action that was brought pro se. This is a pro se litigant. They have a tremendous amount of disrespect for the pro se litigant because they understand when you're represented by an attorney, that attorney is an officer of the court. Okay? And if that attorney do not bow to their throne when they make that telephone call after 5 o'clock and say, listen, then guess what? All bets are off. But when you're bringing the action yourself and you seem to know what you're doing and you know what you're doing and you're doing everything properly and you're invoking those constitutional rights, they want to use the father time on you. They want to stall you out and tire you out. And this has to be stopped. This has to be addressed. Okay? This has to be addressed. These people, who do these people work for? Because they damn sure don't work for the people. They damn sure do not work for the people. So who are they working for? Who are they working for? Who are they working for? I want as many people as possible to express your feelings about this in the comments. This is going to be a very important one right here. I want you to express your opinions about this in the comment. This is despicable. This is despicable. This is despicable. Okay? This is really despicable. Let me go into something further because I'm not done yet. I'm not done. And then they get on here and they start that acting. They get on here and they turn on that acting shit, and I hate that. Okay, we're gonna see who this Maureen O'Connor character is and how she talk.
This week in Cincinnati on 9 at your side.
Welcome back. We are continuing our look at Ohio Issue 1, which will be on the ballot in November. It would amend the Ohio Constitution. And if you're just joining us,
I'm going to fast forward here for a minute because I just want to hear her talk.
Among other things, Issue 1.
Just hear her talk for a minute.
Very passionate about this. I'm
so very concerned because this will do exactly the opposite of what the proponents are claiming it will do. It will tie the hands of judges. They will not be able to incentivize addicts to go for treatment, and people will die.
That's a pretty strong statement.
It's true.
There is an overcrowding issue in Ohio jails. So why not look at something like this? Why not look at an opportunity to reduce sentencing, especially for people who have addiction issues, for example?
Well, because this is written in the form of a constitutional amendment. Constitutional amendments are written in stone once they are passed by the voters of Ohio. Whereas a statute that is passed by the legislature can be easily modified, repealed, amended, in some way changed.
Let me address that. Now, you guys just heard it yourself. She just said the Constitution is not up for debate. Whatever is written in that Constitution is not up for debate. But these laws can be changed. That's what she said. She knows the importance of following that Constitution, and she's full of shit on this video. She's full of shit. She's full of shit because she is not practicing what she preach. All right? She is not practicing what she preach. She is denying people their 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. That's what she's doing. All right? She's denying people their First Amendment right to seek redress from the government for grievances. She's not allowing it. All right? All right? And she's sitting up here. This is what these people do. They get up on these newses and they sit up and they blow smoke. They blow smoke up people's asses. Okay? This needs to stop. Listen to this bullshit.
And be much more nimble and much more direct in addressing a problem. This amendment is so poorly written, it is so misleading, and it is so contrary to the capacity that the state of Ohio has to do what is required in this amendment, that it is, I think,
she is deceptive. She's deceptive. And you know what? You know, this is making me mad. And, you know, this is pitiful because people sit at home and they eat this shit up. People cut on the news and they sit and they eat this shit up. They believe this shit. All right? Now, you just seen it for yourself. This lady just covered up. This lady just denied that man his affidavit of disqualification to give him a fair and due process. And she's sitting on here talking about what's contrary, talking about what's important in the Constitution. You know what? I'm going to leave you all there. But again, this is a very important one. This is a very special Deception Stopper segment. And we want comment participation. We want comment participation. We want you to put how you feel about this in the comments. Okay? Look at what's going on today. I'm not going to get into it. You see what I mean? It's a pattern. It's a pattern. These people are not working for the American people. She doesn't work. Who are you working for? Who are you working for? Who are you working for? Thank you guys for watching Deception Stoppers. And again, leave your comments down at the bottom of the screen. And thank you for viewing.